Excuse me. Alright, hope everybody's having a good one. Today, gonna be flying the extra 330 LT. This is one of the types of planes that Red Bull uses for the air races, and we're gonna be flying around the one and only Isla de Pascua, Rapa Nui, Easter Island. Take off out of Mataveri International, start on runway 28. And there's a reason I don't have the music going yet. I'll get it up shortly. Okay. So we're showing the wind 140 at 13, so we actually probably would normally take off runway 10 because the wind is coming like this, so we're gonna have a bit of a quartering tailwind. However, we have a really long runway to work with, and this plane gets airborne very rapidly. Live players, air traffic is off, and weather in time is live. Hey, Carolina runway 28. So we're gonna take a flight around Hangaroa, which is the town, and we'll go all over the island, the 3 volcanoes, and a bunch of other sights to see all over the island. In fact, I'm gonna pull up a map of the island so I can point things out and get the names right. And is it hazy, cloudy? I don't know. Kind of cloudy. Doesn't look like the visibility is going to be too bad though, so we should still be able to see some stuff. And I'll point out different landmarks and whatnot. Aha! Okay. Ready to fly. Look at that. Okay. Couple quick things I need to do. Need to bring the prop control. That's going to be this blue lever. Planes that have what you call a constant speed propeller have this blue handle. It needs to come back to about 95% because full forward with a full throttle the engine will do okay. But the RPMs, you run the risk of what is called an overspeed, and that can do damage. We don't want that. We'll let the parking brake go, and have a look at that. We're already rolling. Okay. So I go ahead and hit the brakes. No flaps in this airplane. We'll go ahead. Yay. Alright. Lights are on. Those are in op. Avionics stay on. Have the GPS pulled forward. And let's go. And now I'm going to hit the music. And it's not going to be the regular music I play. Alright, we're airborne. Here we go. Alright, pull back just a little bit on the power. Alright, and this is the town of Hangaroa. And if you notice what they're singing about, there's a great view of the airport. It's really nicely modeled. There's, off our left is one of the volcanoes. And a hotel. And right over here, we'll actually turn over this way, is a very luxurious resort called the Nayara Hangaroa. I've looked at it. The rooms are $500 in the off-season per night, and it can be as high as almost $1,300 in peak travel season. It's pretty pricey, but it's really beautiful. This is all traditional Rapa Nui music that we're listening to right now. Just a moment, I'm going to switch it back to the regular stuff. So this is a stunt plane. Alright, let's get the regular stuff. As great as that there. Okay. Oh, what am I doing? Flying upside down, of course. And totally fine. And here we go again. Whoa. Okay, so this wire here off the left wing, what it does is it tells you, as a reference, your pitch. So it has these different angles. Like right now, we're pitched up 45 degrees, about. And you can tell with the reference. We're almost in the clouds. Let's go ahead and pitch down. This is the cloudiest weather I think I've seen on this island in a bit. We'll get up into the clouds here in a bit. Nothing really around. For now, let's actually break off to the right. And we'll add some power in. So we're gonna go explore. There's a harbor down here. And then there's this hill south of the airport. It's actually really a mountain. It's actually a volcano. It's called the volcano Ranokau. I don't know what it means, but that's the name of it. Gonna have a decent sunset. Come back on the power here. Over here, this is kind of the crater of the volcano, and part of the side of it is eroded some. If you look down into it, you can see there's some water, but a lot of it's kind of filled in and dry. Alright, there's 3 little islands down here. This is Motu Kau Kau. I kid you not, that's the name. Motu Kau Kau. This is Motu Iti. And then this big one here is called Motu Nui. So a Motu is like a miniature island or like a beach strip or an islet, sort of. Nui is big, Iti is small, and I don't know what Kau Kau. Maybe the name of the volcano has something to do with it, because it's Ranokau. And then there we see Mataveri. Hotel Yorana is the other one. Yorana means welcome in Rapa Nui. Alright, let's have a little fun. Let's do a dive loop here. So what we're going to do is pitch up, we're going to roll, and then we're just going to pull. Throttle up a bit. This stuff doesn't get old. Pitch way up. We'll do a hammerhead. Well, not quite a hammerhead. Alright, we gotta pull out of that dive there. Should have pulled the power back, but it's fine. Oops. That beep was the stall horn. We pulled too many G's. Caused the wing to stall. Alright, let's dive down. We need to be careful in the yellow zone, because we don't want to get too bumpy air, because in that, if we pull too many G's, it can actually cause structural damage to the airplane, which would obviously be very bad. So this G meter right here on the very left, right here, you're normally pulling 1G in straight level flight. 0, and then you get negative. So we've pulled -2 and +6. You don't really want to go much beyond +6 or 7, and down to about -3. So you have to be careful. Alright, let's have some fun. Well, I mean, we already are. Let's have some more fun. There's a cemetery. I guess the only one really on the island. But... yeah, here we go. It's Moai time. There's a little rock structure. Alright, we're gonna do a flyby. These Moai up here. This is Akivi, I believe. And these are the only ones that are actually pointed out toward the water. And supposedly, these were set up, all of the rest of them point inland to watch over the island. But these were set up to watch over the water to guide other Polynesians. They believed the spirits would help the Polynesians get to the island. The Moai were kind of symbols of deities or late ancestors. Would kind of guide the Rapa Nui people. There's fantastic history about them. There's a bunch of hypotheses and stuff because nobody knows 100% sure what they were for. But based on what the things like tikis in Marquesan and Tahitian history and all of that, the Moai believed to have a very similar purpose. Alright, now we're getting up in the clouds. You know what? Just for fun, let's climb above the clouds. And I'll turn at the mountain. Or at the coast, rather. Ha! And we just got the airplane into a spin. Plenty of altitude. So let's go ahead and just let go of the controls, and it corrects itself. It doesn't always do that, so the proper input would be opposite direction rudder, and we'd push down on the stick like that to break the stall. Right now we are flying over the top of Terivaka, the highest mountain on the island, about 500 meters. Now we're heading over to the coast. And now we're coming up on Ahunaunau. I can't make these names up. In fact, there it is right there. Alright, let's put power in. We're kind of slowly just following the terrain. The slopes. And now we're coming up to Anakena Beach. Anakena Beach is one of the only sand beaches on the island. It is the largest. And we've got Moai! Aha! So we just pulled about -3 Gs in that kind of nose over. All of the coast around, it's just a few other scattered homes, some Moai. Mataveri's the airport. Oh yeah, Ahutongariki. That's one of the most famous. So right now we're kind of over La Perouse Bay. This is a name for a French discoverer. But Easter Island is owned by Chile, and is actually the only Spanish-speaking part of Polynesia. The rest all speak French or English. I should say that's in addition to their native Polynesian language. Speaking of, the Easter Island Rapa Nui language is actually fairly similar to Tahitian, Hawaiian, Marquesan, but it is a little bit more different from them than those three probably, I would say, are from each other. And I think that's because of how isolated Easter Island is compared to a lot of the other islands, particularly of French Polynesia. Alright, now we are over Huacatike. This is the third and last volcano on the island. Makes up a big triangle. Alright, let's climb up for a bit. Gain some altitude pretty quickly over here. Goes up just a little bit, keep our speed up some. And we are above the clouds, pretty much. Yeah, there's some more up here. We do have a break in the clouds right over the island, though, which is nice. It is late autumn here in the southern hemisphere. And Easter Island is actually fairly far south, so it does get cooler weather in the winter. Maybe 20 to 22 degrees in the daytime, and perhaps even 15 at night. Sometimes even cooler. And that's a pretty view. Climbing through 5,500 feet. That's probably about 1,700 meters. And, oh, there's another little volcano. There are a few. Really small. It's not even really call them volcano. But we're gonna dive down there in just a minute here. In fact, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start a turn. We're up over 7,000, just about 7,000 feet. Pull the power back. And we're gonna dive. We do need to watch our airspeed, because we don't want to get... Alright, let's go ahead and bleed some of it off with a loop. Here we go. Easy over. Here comes our speed back up. The engine is at idle, so we're not worried about overspeeding as much. And now we're kind of doing a corkscrew. And up we go. A little bit of a terrain render thing. Of course, the flight simulator's not perfect. It does a pretty good job overall of depicting the topography. And here it is. The Ahutongariki. More Moai. They're all over the place. Right off the wingtip right there. I believe there's 15 on this platform. And it's one of the most popular locations on the island because you get an amazing sunrise that comes up right over the Moai. There we go. Alright, so let's head over this way to this kind of little mysterious miniature volcano sort of thing. And this is called Rano-Raraku. Again, I can't make these names up. And Rano-Raraku is actually where they carved. You'll see, yeah, there they are. Look at them all. This was the main site where they would actually carve the Moai out, and then they would transport them across the island to set them up in their different locations. They're all over the place here. They're endless. Let's get a good view of some of them. Look at them. You can just imagine all the memes. But beyond the memes, the Moai actually have some really, and I touched on this earlier, have some really significant, well, I should say really significant importance to the ancient Rapa Nui people. And I mean, still today. Even after the colonization and the conversion to Christianity, the Moai and stuff are still regarded in many symbolic ways. And then right around down the island and stuff like that, we still have a yeah, there's a few more Moai. Wee. Get one more pass over that. It's kind of a little lake. Kind of a crater there. And there's more Moai. Alright, let's head back over to the airport. Couple different ways we can go. We can just follow the rest of the coastline down, or we can kind of come back out west and swing around, fly over Hangaroa, and land to the east. And I think that's actually what I'm gonna do. Alright, so we're going full power. It's too much fun. Whoops. How to get into the clouds? Yep. Oh, wait. Alright. So we're coming in, let's go ahead and pull the power back. And we'll kind of just start gliding. It is getting a little bit bumpy here because we are below the clouds. Alright, well as you can see there's the airport. Kind of up and heading to the left. Okay. We're gonna go right over the town of Hangaroa. We're gonna turn right back in. Touchdown. Do this actually. Let's add a little bit of power. We'll make a nice, just gradual turn in. There's a group of Moai. Ahutahai. Okay. Oh, that's the first one that we passed over from the town. There is the Nyara Hangaroa again. Let's add a little bit of power. And then we'll turn right over here. And that is the Hotel Yorana, I'm pretty sure. Whoa, a little bit off there. Oh, wait. I'm upside down. You can't land upside down, can you? I don't know. Probably not. Maybe. What's this? Hold on a second now. Yeah, we're doing something wrong. I think we're doing something wrong. Let's do that. Okay. And power's out. And we have a lot of airspeed still. We have a long runway. We can kind of bleed off that speed. Oh, I bounced. Easy. Easy. Easy down. Actually, we're still gaining a tiny bit of altitude. And this is the tricky thing about the tail wheel planes, is they tend to bounce. Bounce. Come on. Alright, not my best landing. And oh no. And we end the flight with a prop strike. Oh man. Oh, that didn't go right. That tends to happen when you hit the brakes hard on a tail wheel. Because what happens is, those planes have a very forward center of gravity. So you hit the brakes hard, they have a tendency to roll over, and then you don't have a nose wheel. So the whole nose just comes over and you end up with a prop strike, which is quite expensive to repair. Stuff like that. So, I screwed that up, but it happens. But hope you enjoyed the Easter Island Rapa Nui Isla de Pascua tour. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. But thank you all for watching. We'll see you on the next flight. Until then, take care.